Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So today I am excited to feature two really great stamp sets. I'll be using the Stitched All Around stamp set. This, I think, is one of my favorite sentiments we've ever had. I just love this sentiment. Oh, darling, you are fabulous. Love, love, love it. So I'm going to be using that sentiment, and I thought what better stamp set to pair that sentiment with than the lovely, beautiful You stamp set. We have these great three images here, and I just thought when I was trying to think of a card to create, I thought this sentiment would pair so well with one of these images. So that is what I'm going to show you today. So each month I hold a live Facebook meeting for my Stampin' Up! Team of QuitaBug stampers, and at the end of each team meeting I do a live project demonstration, and then we call it our team make and take, and then I randomly give away 5 make and take kits to 5 of my team members. So these are the make and take kits for our March make and take. So the project that I'm going to be sharing with you today is actually our March team make and take. So I created 2 versions of the make and take. So I've got this Flirty Flamingo and Soft Seafoam version, and then I've also got a Lovely Lipstick and Soft Seafoam version. So today in the video I'm going to share with you the Lovely Lipstick one. Alright, so I've got all of my supplies here for the make and take. So let's go ahead and get started with our Stampin'. So I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp the dancing lady from that beautiful You stamp set. So I'm just going to bring my ink to the stamp, and I am going to stamp her on this Whisper White die cut circle. So I die cut this using the largest circle from the Stitched Shapes Framelits dies. These are my go-to dies. I love them. Love, love, love them. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp her down. She is going to hang off just a teeny tiny bit, but it is totally fine. Okay, so there she is. Perfect. And then I'm also going to go ahead and stamp her on my envelope in the bottom left-hand corner as well. So now I'm going to come in with Lovely Lipstick. So this is one of our 2018-2020 in colors. And this color has grown on me a lot. I really like it. So I'm going to ink up the sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that on this piece of Soft Seafoam, just right here down at the bottom in the center. Just like that. And this piece of Soft Seafoam cardstock, this is cut 2.5 inches by 4 inches, and I do have all of today's project measurements over on my coordinating blog post, which is linked just below this video in the video description. All right, so we are going to get this lovely lady colored in. I'm going to be using my Stampin' blends. I'm using both shades of Lovely Lipstick and Soft Seafoam. If you have a light work surface that you create on, you would definitely want to put some scratch paper behind this because the blends do bleed through, but my surface is dark, so I'm not going to worry about it. So let's go ahead and get her all colored in. So for her skirt and hat, I'm going to be using Soft Seafoam. So I'm just going to start with my light shade. That's just, I like to start with the light, but you can do it however you'd like. I'm just gonna get her skirt colored in here. I just love the Stampin' blends so much, you guys. Okay, and there we go. That looks pretty good, I think. Maybe down here a little more. Okay, then I'm going to color in her hat, her little sun hat. She is just so happy. And now I'll come in with the dark shade, and what I like to do with the dark is just kind of go over the black lines a little bit. That's how I like to add a little shading and shadowing. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, and I'm not even going to go back over this with the light. I'm just going to leave it just like this. I like how that looks. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to come in with the light Lovely Lipstick. Let me make sure this is the light. Yes. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you hear noise in the background, that's the Roomba, and it sounds like it just bumped into a doorstop. Okay, so I'm going to color this in. There we go. And then I'm going to go over with the dark shade some of those lines here on the back. And I do want to blend that just a tiny bit more, so I'm just going to go over it just a little bit with the light, just like that. Okay, so she is all colored in. She looks beautiful. So before we start putting the card together, I do want to take my envelope. So this is, I use our medium Whisper White envelopes, and I want to add some designer paper to the envelope flap. So this designer paper is going to go on the front of the card, so I'm going to use the reverse on my flap. And the way that I like to do it is I just use liquid glue. So I'm just going to put down some of our Tombow liquid glue here, just like that. Then I'm going to take this piece of designer paper. This is cut 2 1/4 inches by 6 inches. And I'm just going to line it up with the top fold of the flap. Give it a nice press. And then while we put the card together, this will be drying, and then we can cut this down and we'll have a perfect matching envelope. So for my card base, I've got a thick piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is cut 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, and I've scored it at 5 1/2 inches. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and give that a nice crease. So now I've got this piece of designer paper. This is from the All My Love Designer Series paper. This is cut 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and lay down my piece of soft sea foam. So again, the soft sea foam was 2 1/2 by 4 inches. So I'll just adhere that with some snail adhesive. So then I've got a piece of this lovely lipstick ribbon. This is from the All My Love ribbon combo pack. And I'm just going to wrap this ribbon around, just put a little bit of snail, wrap it around and adhere it to the back. So just like that. So I've gone ahead and added dimensionals to the back of this layer, and I'm going to get this popped up on the front of my card, right in the center. Don't you love these colors together? Oh, just love this card. Okay, so then, let me get this out of the way. So then let's take our beautiful lady here, add some dimensionals on her, and we'll just pop her up in the center. I'll just put her right about there. Looks good. So pretty. And then to finish the card off, I'm going to use some of these Happiness Blooms enamel dots. So I'm just going to grab the lovely lipstick color here and just put 3 of these kind of around the sentiment. Ooh, just like that. So cute. And then let's go back to our envelope, and all you want to do is trim off the overhang. So there we have it. There is the finished card. I love it. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? I absolutely love it. So again, this is the lovely lipstick version, and then here is the Flirty Flamingo version. So on this one I used Flirty Flamingo and soft sea foam, and then I just threw on a few of these artisan pearls. Now they're not an exact match, but you can't really tell. I think it looks pretty good together. So there you have it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, you can find all of the supplies and measurements for today's project over on my blog. I have a link to that blog post down below in the video description, and I do have the full supply list in the video description as well with clickable links. So thank you so much, you guys. I'll be back soon with another tutorial. Bye now.